Hey guys, today we want to build these modern apartments and I think they look pretty cool and you can add them to any server, town, building, anything you want. And if you build this, please give me credit. And we're going to start with the exterior. So I'm going to use some light green clay wool, or clay, sorry. And if you see the little spikes of like the clay out there and the purple wool, that was me planning out where I want everything to be in my town. Leave a comment on what you think my town's name should be. I was thinking Eric's, but I don't know. So they all stand for something else because I was trying to organize this better. But it looks okay, I guess, if you organize it. This is the first building in the build series, so you can just stop and follow along if this goes too fast for you. Sorry, I wanted to condense it into 15 minutes or so, which I guess the video is. So, and I honestly didn't copy any patterns or anything that I saw online. Like, I know a lot of people do, but I didn't. To me, it doesn't really make sense. But there's the world save. But I mean, I have gotten ideas off the internet of things I could build, but I usually don't. So, and tell me if this video goes a little too fast. I mean, it's more of a time lapse, I guess, than a build tutorial. But just remember, when I was building this, because I'm doing the audio later, I was building this, and I got about halfway through, and I realized that ice melts and I ended up melting almost all the windows. So don't put a light source or heat source next to it. I used a redstone lamp and it melted all my windows. So just for the record. So now I'm gonna go ahead with these and just the green clay. I'm gonna use this. I really like the stained clay. I think it looks really pretty in like modern builds, but I think that's up for you to decide. I couldn't figure out where I wanted to put the pillar, even though the pillar is probably not going to be there in a minute. I decided to use sandstone, clay, green clay, stone, ice, and different shades of paints. And so, then I keep messing up a little bit, so sorry about that. Please don't hate on my building skills. But I will always take constructive criticism if you say I should do things different or if I should do different things on my video that I'm not doing that you would like to see, or if you have any recommendations on what I should do next, because I mean, there's a lot of things I could do that I'm not doing, and like I'm gonna start a survival series soon, and I'm doing that with a couple of friends, and yeah, so this server is really great to play on for me, and I will also hopefully do a townie server build series because I like townie servers. And if you ever want to come play with me or try to find me, I like to play on Mineplex with some friends occasionally from time to time. So you can always find me there. My favorite game is probably Turf Wars. So come play Turf Wars with me. If you don't know, my in-game name is Unicorn Freak 101. And so, yeah. And don't ever be afraid to say hi. I'm gonna try to respond to anyone who says hi to me. I mean, I know I'm not that big of a YouTuber that people probably won't recognize me or anything or say anything like that. But I realize if someone says, "Hey, I watch your videos," or it would make all of this worth it, even though it's already worth it to get all this stuff down. And here I'm using sandstone, and the server closed at one point and I had to restart and redo all this floor, so if you see that happen, it'll 100% start over. I had to redo it, so and if I fly around really awkwardly, it's because I just want to see what it looks like, and I mean, I guess that could be really annoying, but I kind of like it. Here's where I had to redo all this. one point. Right there, I had to redo all of that and the windows, but I didn't record so much of that. And I skipped to the other pillar after this. I mean, it cuts through, but I put them on both of the green pillars to make it look like it has a little bit more detail, and I think it looks pretty nice. So you guys can go ahead and use that if you want. I know people do that a lot in modern buildings, so that's what I'm going to do. And I mean, this build isn't very hard to do. I think all in all it took me maybe 40 minutes, which is pretty good, but I didn't end up using all of the area I had that I could have used. So it didn't take me as long as it probably should have, and I only have 3 apartments in this building, so I mean, it's pretty good. And there's only 4, or 3, sorry. I'm double talking over myself again. So, and go ahead and support Technics. If you like my videos I make, definitely make sure to check out our website, and if they do private server hosting if you want that, so go ahead and talk to them. And I will always be here if anyone needs to talk to somebody, and I'm going to try to respond to any comments. And really, you guys, I would love any constructive criticism. If there's anything you want me to do differently, if there's anything you want me to do better, seriously, anything. I mean, I guess this fast motion stuff gets a little old, but I kind of like it, I guess. It makes things go faster. Stupid creeper. What's it doing? Stuck. Now I'm just using this stone. I'm sorry if my building skills are a little awkward. I like to go out and look at everything before I continue because sometimes I feel like it doesn't look as good when I don't. So now I'm just going to use some white stained glass, sorry. I can't talk. And just put that around the edges. And as you can tell, this is the only building I have. Now I'm going to replace this floor with sandstone. But for my roads and stuff throughout my town, I've put everything there. I use sandstone and coal blocks. So, and the only thing, I didn't use World Edit through this once, even though I am in creative mode. And I guess this would be a little bit harder to build in survival mode because you have to go up pretty high, but if you started level by level, it shouldn't be as hard. And I built a skyscraper once when I was in survival mode, and I found what was the best thing to do is just don't try to die as much because you're going to die a lot, and you just have to understand that it's going to be worth it at the end because everyone loved my skyscraper on the server I was playing on. So come and check it. I would tell you guys to check it out, but that server actually closed down, or it's closing down on the 9th of August. So yeah. So here's me trying to build this awesome shape, and then I realized this can't go out one farther like that did. So that was me realizing my derpiness of trying to do this like I am. And I lost some of my interior side build, like how I built it on the inside, but I still have a lot of it, and so we can see that. So do you guys, can you leave a like if you like this video? I mean, if you don't like it, please don't leave a dislike. You know, I worked really hard on this. But, oh my god, these doors! I cannot work with these doors. They're backwards. What is wrong with these doors? Oh god, help me. Okay, we'll just leave them like that. That should be better. So here I'm going to start on the first one. and looks a little strange so far, but you know, we're gonna make this work. We're gonna get this to work. It'll work. So we're gonna get this to work. Now it's time for us to build some stairs. So I'm just gonna take some slabs and I'm gonna put them one above it, like that. So you have to jump, but I think these type of stairs look really cool and they're pretty modern. So here's where we're gonna put in our third flat. And I really like building this way. And even if you aren't very good, just know it takes a while. I was never this good to begin with. I actually started building on a server and I just got better and better and better. And the more I did it and the more I practiced on my own private worlds, the better I got. And the better I got, the more people wanted me to build. And then people started asking for me to build them things. So, I mean, I really like this. So here, let's start with the interior. I already put up some black glass panes to like divide off the room to make it seem like there's like a separate bedroom. And none of these actually are going to have bathrooms. I never put any bathrooms in. I know that kind of sounds weird, but I never thought about it. And I'm just going to go through and put in all these bookshelves. I'm like, look at that bed. It's weird, but I like these shelves that are pretty cool. Like, I mean, they look a little funny, but they're modern, so what do you expect? So, even if you don't like it, I mean, you can always give it a try. I think it looks pretty nice. And sorry I'm building here in the dark. I mean, I didn't really notice as I was building. I wasn't paying attention as much as I probably should have been. But I think you can still see it pretty well. So I'm going to try not to build in the dark next time. Or at least put lights in before I build in the dark. And at one point I tried putting a fireplace in right there, and then I realized, hey Rain, that's not gonna work. You know that the fire, it melted a bunch of the ice, and I did it on all 3 floors, so all my windows started melting again. So just a recommendation, if you use ice, do not use anything that will catch it, make it melt again. I felt really smart after I did that, so just for the record, please don't. And I actually am curious, I don't know if the furnaces will melt the ice when they're being used, so I guess I would just use this as a precaution if you're going to use this in survival mode. I'm obviously not, so I don't think that it should be a problem for me, but just in case, if it is... Sorry, I was having a hard time placing things. So, like here, I realized that this would melt it. So do not put lights there. Do not, I repeat, do not. It will melt it. I don't know if I have the footage of me trying to fix everything because it got all melted, but... And I think daisies and like the dead flowers look really pretty. See, there it was melting. So that's the flat number 1, and at the end I'm going to do a fly around, and you can tell me what you think, or what's going on, or how much you like of this. And yeah, here's the final product. I think it turned out pretty well. You guys can be the judge of that, but I really like it. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to try to upload a new video by Wednesday if I can. Either Wednesday or next some point during the week, because I think I'm going to upload videos either Sundays and Wednesdays. I'm going to try to do those 2 days, or Sundays and Thursdays. So pray for a new video, and I guess I'll see you guys next week, because this week, because it'll be going up Sunday. And is Sunday counted part of this week? I mean, like, do you count Sunday as the week, a new week, or not? I mean, I don't really know. So, I guess I'll see you guys soon, hopefully. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you use this build, I know I've already said it, but just give me a little bit of credit. I mean, I don't want people going around and being like, hey, I built this, but you know, I kind of built it. You guys kind of used my idea, but I don't really mind if you use it. Just, I would really like some credit, or yeah, comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.